What is up, and welcome to Twin Dragon Podcast Show. We're your hosts. My name is Mike.
And I'm Bobby. The show will be about two young working professionals going through the craziness of life. We'll have fun conversations about current events and what's happening in our lives. So, why do you want to know more?
Well, if you're bored at home, eating, or just chilling, and want to listen to something new, you've come to the right place.
All right, guys, welcome back to Twin Dragons Podcast. I'm your host, Bobby.
And this is Mike.
So, welcome back to the pod, and
Just, go over the show and just talk about what we thought about it, and we'd be interested to sort of hear your thoughts as well, and see if you relate to some of the things that we felt when we were watching the show. But yeah, let's just get right into it. So what do you think of the show?
I think it was hilarious. I thought it
Yeah.
was. I think it was just perfect. It was just
Perfect.
perfect for me. It had everything I needed. It had family, drama. It had magic. It had the nosy neighbor next door,
What was her name again?
Agnes.
Oh yeah, there we go. You like drama, family man, huh? You like family.
Yeah.
Wow. I like the show too. I especially like the comedy because it was set up in a sort of like a sitcom from the 60s
Yeah.
or something like that. And then, it was like you said, talking about family, but it was portraying like Wanda and Vision, as a married couple with like, funny issues happening go throughout their,
hmm
day-to-day life. And yeah, I never really watched any of those family shows or sitcoms growing up, but I know you have it, right?
Not the like the 50s, 60s, but
Yeah, that's
I
old.
recognize them, and um yeah, I think the other shows that they were trying to portray, Malcolm in the Middle was something that I watched, and what else? I
Never
can't
heard of
remember.
that.
Yeah, it was something that I would see when I was younger. But yeah, I think I recognize majority of them, and it was really refreshing because I think not that I watched, those 60 shows, but because I knew the people and it was still funny. I don't know. They just made it funny for us to enjoy it at the same time.
Do the characters sort of like portray or relate to sort of the characters in Malcolm in the Middle or something like that?
Yeah, like kind of like how they interview people, um, or just like yeah, like sometimes how they frame the camera and they're like the kids are or the people are talking into the camera, and like if they're being interviewed, but at the same time they're put into play into the show. It's hard to explain, but if you watch it, I guess like those kind of shows back then, you'll get an understanding and kind of like nostalgia of young when you were younger.
Hmm, that makes sense. Seeing something that you watched before. Not that I've ever watched Malcolm in the Middle or even heard of it before until you mentioned it. But maybe someone listening on can, relate to that. Um, you mentioned drama. So you like drama. What was the drama in this show, Bobby?
Well, one of the dramas was, well, I think just her trying to figure out who's controlling, you know, Westview and just like her neighbor
Hmm.
and what else? Um, Monica. Yeah. Well, it wasn't
What?
too much drama, but I guess because um Wanda didn't know who Monica was in the
Oh,
beginning. So
Monica. There we go.
but it was kind of cool seeing, her throw her through walls and
Mm. So for those of you who are listening who don't know what we're talking about, I suggest you watch the show. But we're gonna spoil a lot of things. So right now, if you
yeah.
haven't seen it, disclaimer, spoiler, all these things are gonna happen. So you should go watch it if you want to watch it. But for those of you who don't care and want to keep listening, by all means. But Bobby was referring to Westfield, and for those of you who don't happen to know, it's this town that Wanda is controlling with her powers. Like everybody in the town is under her control. They have to follow a certain script. and she basically controls everything in that little town, from like what you can do, expression, boundaries, and all these actions and what happens with her power. Yet she doesn't know that she's controlling it basically, and she's like, I don't even remember how I ended up there basically. And part of the show's drama is to sort of like figure out what's going on, and then the outside world people are trying to get into Westview, which is blocked off by like this giant plasma wall thingy bobber that she makes.
The hex.
The hex, there we go, thank you. And then Bobby mentioned that Monica got thrown out of the hex with her power, so she like basically blast her through like physically a house and through the wall, and
And then
somehow
to the barrier again.
yeah, into the barrier outside on the ground, and somehow she was still alive, even though she was a normal human being. And then later on in the show, she walks through the wall of the hex and transformed into a superhero called the Photon or something.
Yeah. It
Dang, she
was.
has a, what was that?
Oh no, I was just saying, like, it's nice that through all that, she became, I guess, basically superhero, super
Yeah,
strong.
she basically became a superhero, even though she basically had like invincible durability by flying like, I don't know, 100 meters super fast through a wall onto the
Mm,
ground and still survived.
yeah. Something that I read, but not read, but like saw through a YouTube video was this. I don't know if you caught it, but when she was going through the barrier for the third time, purposely walking through it, you can see like different um ages of her talking, and
Hmm.
when she focuses on her, I guess, kind of mission or um reasoning for going through the barrier, basically trying to help people, that's when all of them kind of align into one person, and that's when
Mm.
she was able to become, have those powers. So I don't know if you caught it, but it was something that I heard and it was really interesting to hear. I was like, oh, I didn't know that. But everything, it was so happening, everything was just happening so fast that you just catching those kind of details.
There's probably so many of those that I did not catch
Yeah.
because I'm just like, what? But yeah, dude. So basically, she became a superhero because she found her identity in helping people. So superheroes help people. So she's a superhero basically.
Just
Dang,
like
man.
that, and
That's
she didn't go crazy or anything, but she was like, huh, guess I'm a
sign,
superhero now.
sign me up too, man. Let me just walk through the barrier and just be like, I want to help people. I help people. I'm a doctor. Will
They
be.
they should call you Dr. X, right?
Dang. But
Dr.
there's already a
X.
Dr. X in what you call it, X-Men.
But he's not there yet. They still need a Dr. X.
Yeah, with Doctor Strange and stuff.
Oh yeah, there you
What are you
go.
gonna be?
Um, I don't know. I'm not sure. I wouldn't mind being one of Wanda's children, maybe the cousin, the little Mexican cousin.
Dang. Pietro.
Pietro.
That's Wanda's twin. Sounds very Hispanic or something. Or I don't know.
I think you're talking about
Pedro.
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 But so yeah, but that was weird how they brought him in. It was like the different version too, not the one in the Marvel movie where he died, but the character who plays the one in X-Men series.
Yeah, I think he's supposed to come out as a different character. I'm not too sure. I heard that somewhere. Um, but yeah, I think I think that was the sad thing that they kind of teased us, like hoping that
They're gonna
since he came from the X-Men version,
mhm,
um, what do you call it?
they're gonna merge them together
Yeah, I think that's what a lot of people are thinking, but that's not the case. Which
because he
is
like died, right? Anyways, again,
yeah,
because
but
the
I think
Hex was gone.
yeah, and I'm hoping that through the movie The Internals, because they kind of mention, if you, I guess, kind of dig deeper into the internals, they are the ones that kind of helped with awakening genes within people and Manhattan, um, human. I guess yeah, just humans, and maybe that's when they're thinking the mutants will come in. But yeah, who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, but then Disney is probably gonna scrap all the other X-Men movies. They're like,
I
no, it's not part of
know.
the storyline. Just like they did it with Star Wars with their new, three movies. It's like completely different from, what's that guy's name? George Lucas's original three six Star Wars movies, and people would just be like, "What is this Disney version?"
Yeah.
But we'll see. But I found one thing that was interesting was Vision meeting Vision. So like the bad people created a no, they didn't create they repaired Vision's body
Yeah,
parts,
they
right?
reconstruct it.
Reconstructed him, and then Wanda like basically created like a replica of it, of Vision in her little Westview world. And then they fought each other for basically like 5 minutes, like throwing some punches and
I
flying.
would say 10 minutes, you know.
Oh, okay. 10 minutes. Let's give them 10 minutes. All right. Of like some action, like Superman fighting Superman with the cape and
Yeah.
all. And then like, Vision asks like this, like, what is this, like paradoxical question or something? It's like, you're Vision. I'm not Vision. You're Vision. And then you're like, you're the real
Who
Vision.
is the true Vision?
Who is it? And it's like, here are my memories. And then he like downloaded it to his head, into a little chip. And he's like, oh my gosh, I'm Vision. And then he's like,
Zooms out of
I
there.
I know, it's like I can't fight myself, therefore later, and he just like disappears, and it's like that was so anticlimactic. It's like, what
Yeah.
was that?
And then that just like leaves more room for like other things to happen, I guess, within the Marvel, like when is he gonna come? How is he gonna come? How is he gonna help Wanda? Um, yeah,
But he wasn't in the end scene where Wanda's like in this little
Cabin.
lodge, yeah, cabin, just like by herself, drinking tea, reading the dark book or something.
Yeah, you know, they were also saying online that that book, I don't know if you remember Doctor Strange. Do you remember that one?
Of course, man. He's a
So
doctor,
do you remember when
neurosurgeon.
he's in like in the library with all these books?
Yeah,
They're
something
saying
like
that
that.
that book actually came from that library, and
So
so
she stole it.
not that she stole it, but it just came from there. I don't know who stole it, but when I actually rewatched it, and there was a book missing from who that are very similar to that same book that they featured in WandaVision. So
Dang.
it was kind of strange. As like, oh, they like put such little details, even years beyond like making WandaVision in that kind of way.
I don't know if they actually like planned that or
I
not.
feel like they did.
That's some mad planning. Maybe that's why Disney make better movies than, DC.
Maybe. But yeah, I guess they just have a whole team specialized like in those kind of details. But like even in the details when Winter Soldier and Falcon,
Hmm.
they added details in that museum that they had for Captain America. There's like all these pictures and in the museum, and if you look back into the movie, they feature those specific photographers in the movie, and that's how they got those pictures into the museum.
Dang, you pay attention to a lot of details. I just follow the main
No, no,
storylines.
no. I just review them, like what do other people think, and just like an analysis of like those breakdown
Wow.
movies.
So you do research on the movies you
Yes,
watch.
sir. Well, I like to
Dang.
understand when I'm watching, like, oh, why did he, stay back in time, et cetera, et cetera.
When I watch movies, I just watch movies and turn off my brain and just let them lead me through the plot line, and then that's it.
But like the Marvel, it's a Marvel universe, and so there's like so many details.
So many details that don't really change the storyline, and I'm just like, whatever. But yeah, I guess that's just me. I'm too lazy to do that research, but it is interesting to see a lot of different different little, I would say, what, Easter eggs, is that what they are called?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people find a lot of them. I'm just kind of being lazy and never really pay attention and just like, all right. Moving along.
Yeah, I think I wish that they could have gone more into detail, like Agnes's history or just like background, where she'd been,
Other
um
than the fact that she did try to use dark magic against her mom
yeah, just yeah, just like an Agnes movie, that would be pretty fun.
with her eye wink. I know, right? It's like iconic. It's probably a
Yeah.
meme somewhere
Oh yeah,
now.
it's everywhere, that I wink that she does in the show.
Dang. And what other memes, and there are other memes and gifs that you like to use from the movie.
Yeah, I really like to use Wanda's memes or gifs just because they people make them so well. Either adding captions or just expressing something.
Especially with the no meme, or is that gif, the no gif that you keep sending
Oh
me.
yeah, when she's like rewinding time again, and she's like, "No."
Basi- yeah, I know, right? Basically, like this, like person from the outside world came into her little Westview, and it was not part of the script that she made or wanted, and she's like, no, and then just like, did she blast him out? I forgot, or she just rewinded time.
I don't remember what happened.
Yeah, me
They
either.
don't. I don't think they mention what happened to him.
It is just rewind
They just
rewind the
rewind
time,
it so that they're not disturbed by that.
and then it just blocked it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he became part of the town as well.
Probably forever locked otherwise. And then the other one was like when Wanda goes off. I don't remember when. Was that the battle with Agnes, or was that something else?
What are you talking about?
The GIF you always use, the one where she like starts like yelling, like all this red stuff comes out of her.
Oh no! So the other Jeff that I use is like her actually when she's like going back and thinking about all the things, the trauma that she's been going through with Agnes. She finally remembers like how she created the world that she is in right now, and she's
Oh,
like bursting out of energy. And I guess
bursting.
just yeah, just to kind of give context to people, like basically Wanda gets free therapy from Agnes, and she goes through her different phases of life, different traumas, and so that Agnes can figure out how did you make this town, and
Because she wants superpower,
and so
rightfully.
and I think just through that we just get a better understanding of like um just yeah Wanda's history and just all that she's been through.
Yeah, it's like the show is kind of like a, what you call it, the backstory, kind of giving like more depth to Wanda as a character, since they don't really um explain her origins that much before. But you were telling me that it was part of like because of like a rights thing.
Yeah, I guess because they didn't know where she was going to go where they're going to end up with her, because she just was signed for a few movies and cameos within the movies, and I am assuming because they got something, or they had some more leeway with what they can use with her, they decide to make WandaVision, which is a very iconic thing to do since it's in the comics, and it's very um helpful because in the comics that's how she made the mutants and stuff like that.
Dang, she made him, dude. Wanda's like so powerful that she could have took on Thanos basically by herself, in my opinion.
Wait. I don't think she made the mutants. She made the mutants disappear. One of the two, but yeah, in the comics, she also had two children. Um,
The ones like we
and
saw in the movie or the
yeah,
show
yeah,
that grew up in like
but
the
they
early
were more
20
cyborg
minutes.
looking in the comic.
Cyber,
They basically
maybe
look like Vision.
that's, dang. So Vision's the dominant gene.
Yeah.
His genetic material is more stronger than Wanda.
But they also had powers like
Of course they
Wanda.
do. Of course. Because why not?
Why not?
But her kids literally grew up to the age of 10 in like a span of like, I don't know, 30 minutes or something. I
I
forgot.
think 2 days.
I know, right? It seems like like basically her pregnancy was like literally like 3 hours or something like that, or I don't even remember, or maybe it was longer, maybe a few
I,
days when
I
it was
think it
supposed
was
to be like
just.
nine
I,
months.
I think it was just one day.
Really?
I think so.
That's some crazy growth, man. And then was it the kids just basically can will themselves to grow older.
Hmm.
That's crazy. I was gonna say, oh yeah, dude, I remember reading an article about Wanda's powers and that she can, if she took on all the people in the DC universe like Superman, she'd like beat everyone in the Justice League by herself.
Oh no.
This was crazy because like I don't even, because she's the Scarlet Witch.
Hmm.
She's isn't that technically like one of the what you call it, forces that like bring balance to the universe or something.
Yeah, that's what I heard as well. That um, because they mentioned that the Infinity Stones is what brings balance to the universe. Even though they in whatever timeline that they're in, um, how come there's no disturbances? And it's because they have these beings who kind of um, bring balance to reality and distort reality, and then they end up saying like Wanda is one of them, and Vision is all, not Vision, um, Doctor Strange, and then somehow Spider-Man, which kind of
The
gives
heck,
clue. Yeah,
Spider-Man.
yeah, I know, which kind of gives clues into like the movies as well, because Spider-Man is coming out with No Way Home, which they're going to bring in two different Spider-Mans from two different um alternate
Timelines.
universes.
Yeah.
and yeah, I think they're just kind of bringing everything together in those kind of ways.
Then just like waving a wand and trying to bring everything together. But let's be real here. Wanda's like way more powerful than like Spider-Man.
It's funny because we keep talking about just Wanda. She's so powerful.
She is. She's like she needs to be nerfed and like decreased in her
Nerfed,
power.
what the heck?
Yeah, that's a gamer term where he needs to be like rebalanced. It's too powerful. Um, wait, and then like yeah, in the movie she's revealed as the Scarlet Witch, which I've never heard about before since before I watched the movie.
What, really?
Heck no, man. It's like
Oh,
what is this
wow.
terminology? And like Doctor Strange, to be honest, to be fair, Doctor Strange, if he can manipulate time, that's pretty powerful.
Well, he
But
limits time for the time stone.
yeah, so if she didn't have the Time Stone or the Infinity Stone, he'd basically just be like some weak wizard.
Yeah. Well, I feel like since Doctor Strange just basically has the same powers that Wanda would have, but like they
Really?
kind of they well, she's learning magic from kind of like the same sorceress books that he's learning from. That's why at the end, you see her like kind of like enjoying her time, and then she's like her I don't know what you call it,
Things are floating around her.
astral spirit is like studying and doing magic at the same time, which in Doctor Strange you see Doctor Strange sleeping, but his astral form is like studying and constantly learning spells, and it kind of gives understanding that whatever Wanda can possibly do is probably like what Doctor Strange can do, because again he is a sorcerer.
Sorcerer.
There you
But
go.
like Wanda be like, I'm gonna just create a fake world without realizing it.
Well, I guess that's why Agnes kind of, or whoever made the show, they added Agnes saying, you know, she's the person that can destroy worlds and possibly destroy it or create them. And it's, I guess even for Agnes, she couldn't do it because maybe she
Oh
doesn't wield
wait,
that kind of power.
yeah, because she said that the sorcerer, the Scarlet Witch is even above
The
the
Sorcerer
Sorcerer
Supreme.
Supreme, yeah. And even Doctor Strange is in the Sorcerer Supreme. Or maybe he is now because the old one died.
Yeah. How do you spell sorceress?
Sorcerer, I think. Sorcerer.
Well, I guess I'll just look it up later. I just kind of wanted to see who is the Sorcerer Supreme in Marvel.
It was the lady who was bald, remember, during
Oh, wait, she's the
the
ancient one.
bald, like, yeah, but isn't that the Sorcerer Supreme?
Let me check real quick.
Wait, the ancient one. That's right. For Mike here, man,
It's,
without
it
knowing
says it
anything.
says here the ancient one was the sorcerer supreme, as well as the leader of the masters of the mystic arts. For centuries, this ancient one protected Earth from mystic threats and detected herself to helping dedicate herself to protecting others in need by educating them in the magical arts to give them new hope. So yeah, she is more powerful than the ancient one.
Yeah, and like the ancient one died. I forgot why. And I'm assuming Doctor Strange took up the mantle because he was like the one she was training. And like, dude, the Asian dude, the sort of chubby Asian dude,
Yeah.
he's one of the Eternals.
Wait, no, that's actually someone else.
That is? Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
look
So the
closely.
the Asian guy that's in the Eternals is actually the guy from Train to Busan.
Oh, really?
That zombie movie. Yeah.
Wait, was he? He's not the main character though. He wasn't. He's not the main character who
He
played that.
was like one of the side characters that helped the main character.
Was it like the
He
old
was the
man?
husband. He was the husband to the lady that was pregnant.
Oh, that guy? Wait, but
Yeah.
he looks so much chubbier than the Eternals.
I don't know.
I don't
Well,
know.
time has
Maybe,
gone on.
may-
There was a pandemic.
wait, I need to take a closer look later. But like, I
Yeah.
saw, I saw that and I thought that was the Asian dude who was in Doctor Strange. I was like, wait, what? If he's one of the Eternals, why didn't he not have like way more power in that movie?
Yeah. They did recast someone again from the what do you call it? The Captain Marvel movie. There was like an alien female alien that Captain Marvel didn't like, and she basically killed her. She's cast as one of the Internals this time.
Wow, she's reincarnated as someone more powerful.
Basically, but yeah, it's
Wait, do
what
you think Wanda is stronger than the Eternals? The Scarlet Witch.
I don't know. Well, I don't know because I don't know. I really don't know the amount of power that they have. I just know that they are like eternal and they what do you call it? I know they all have different abilities and they are pretty powerful.
Wait, the
But
Eternals have all have different abilities.
from what I heard, yeah.
Dang.
Like the guy that we mentioned about Train to Busan, he can create weapons.
Oh, I think I remember this hearing something that like sort of like the Greek gods or something,
Yeah,
like
they
mimicking them.
yeah, or they were I guess they were just mentioned and that's how like mythology came about,
Yeah, yeah. They're just trying to rope things into like
tying things
sort of
together.
yeah, like reusing stuff from like the world and just make things cooler, basically. But my money is on Wanda.
Yeah, I'm just curious like what is their mission and how they're gonna play a part in the big overall Marvel universe. Kind of
Yeah,
like what is the big battle they're gonna have next with the Eternals that makes them, have them, I guess, be part of it,
yeah. That preview was weak.
You
Didn't
think
show anything.
so?
Yeah, it's like, what was it even telling? I was like, oh,
But
I hope
hey, it
man
comes
come.
out November.
That's really late.
Really? Well, it's coming soon, this November.
Yeah, I guess that's pretty good considering we had a pandemic and the movie's still gonna come out.
And then we have what do you call it? Scarlet Witch, not Scarlet Witch, Black Widow.
Oh yeah, but we have Loki first before all that.
Oh yeah, that one I cannot wait. Loki.
Loki doesn't seem that powerful to be honest.
He is a god.
So, but like all he does is like flip some things and do some little magic
You mean
tricks
those
compared.
knives?
Yeah, but he does like these like illusion magic tricks. I mean, compared to like his like little quote unquote magic to like Wanda's magic, it's like small fry.
Yeah. Well, I hope it does give more insight, just kind of like Wandavision of like what's to come as well. Um,
Or like a
because
background about Loki somewhere.
yeah, well, I don't really care about the background for Loki, but just
Dang.
just like because like in the trailer it just kind of mentions, um, there is a um there is an effect for them to take the Infinity Stones from different timelines, and it is causing a rift within the timeline, and that which we can now confirm that something did happen, and just for him just kind of see what is his role and his part, and I think just at the end as well, just where does he end up and does he come back to the current timeline?
He gets smacked by Thor for messing
Basically.
things up again.
Oh, then Thor's probably like, "You're not dead again."
You liar.
Yeah, I saw you die, brother.
There's also a new Thor movie supposed to come out too, right? Thor 4
Yeah,
or something.
Thunder, Love and Thunder.
Yeah. When is that supposed to be out?
I don't know actually.
Oh,
Let
I
me
think it
check.
might
Let
be
me
next.
check real quick. Oh yeah, it's supposed to come out in 2020 or 2022. Sorry.
Oh yeah, next year.
Well, that's also part of the comics as well. When um Thor's girlfriend takes the hammer and she becomes, the girl
I thought the
version of
hammer
Thor.
was broken by his sister.
That's what I'm wondering too, because like
But then
Captain
no,
Marvel, Captain
Marvel was
no,
wielding
Captain America
America, yeah, was
returns
holding
it in time. So again, like, where are we gonna see this at? Like, how does this happen?
How did she get the hammer? I thought the hammer was broken.
I don't know.
It's so confusing when you actually think about all these details.
Well, we do see Thor's other hammer
Do you mean the axe?
yeah, his axe in the preview as
Yeah,
well.
but that was never broken. He forced it to.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, like, we can see, like, so it's not back in time, but in the current times that somehow they get
the hammer back.
Yeah, the hammer back.
Because the hammer's iconic, I guess.
Mjolnir.
Like, it's Mjolnir or something.
There you go. It's hard to say.
There's actually a video of like people trying to pronounce this.
Oh no.
And then there people are probably messing it up or something. I don't know. It's not English, so it's probably like Nordic or Scandinavian. I don't know if that's a language. But yeah, Wanda's a good show. Y'all should watch it if you haven't seen it. Lots of good things going on in there. Comedy, drama, love, fighting,
family.
Well, family. There we go. Can't forget about family because
how to create a superhero, basically.
Dang, how to make a superhero? How to create a hex? How to do magic? And how to use chaos magic?
We love chaos magic.
That's right. The best kind of magic.
So yeah, I think there's something else that was mentioned, was that they won awards at the MTV Awards. Best villain, best fight, best
fight. What fight? Oh, the magic fight.
Yeah, the magic fight. Basically,
I was thinking Vision's fight. I was like, that was not the best fight.
Yeah, they won some awards, and I thought it was pretty nice because it was a pretty good show, and I think they got what they deserved in a way, in a good way.
Got what they deserved.
But yeah, I would say that also Winter Soldier and Falcon and Winter Soldier. They won some best duo, and I forgot best something. We liked Winter Soldier and Falcon as well. It was a good show. But it wasn't as good. For me, it wasn't as good as WandaVision.
Same.
For me.
Same.
But yeah, I guess just in the Winter Soldier and Falcon and Winter Soldier. Am I saying it right?
Yeah, Falcon Winter Soldier.
That it just gave some light of like what's currently happening even today. What's happening because of the post blip. Kind of correlates what's happening in real life for us as well. Discrimination and just people being displaced in different countries because of some issues around the world.
Some heavy stuff there.
It is heavy stuff, but we won't go into it.
Yeah, that's a whole other conversation.
That is a whole different conversations, but this is about WandaVision.
Which we endorse, and it's a good show.
We endorse, Disney, yeah.
If you hear this, send some sponsor.
But we don't endorse witchcraft.
But we like magic.
But we like magic. But we do endorse it. We don't endorse magic.
Dang. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of WandaVision,
Mhm.
and we'll hope to catch you guys on the next one.
Yeah, and then just a reminder, guys, because now we are on YouTube, you can check us out there. But um, 1 week we released the audio, and then the other week we released the YouTube version. So that gives us a break and just some relaxation from doing all this editing for y'all, so that we make sure that we give the best quality for y'all. So go ahead and go to the YouTube or to the, wherever you get your podcasts, and like, follow, subscribe. Thank you.
All right, spread the word as well. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, see ya.
See ya.
Thank you again, guys, for listening to the Twin Dragons podcast. If you guys want to know more about a topic or want us to do a specific video, let us know in the comments below.
And please like and subscribe if you want to help support us. Keep a lookout on our social media accounts so that you can keep up to date with any new episodes that come out and get connected. And we'll catch you guys in the next episode.